what it is that I truly want to pursue. I don't want to go through the motions, y'all. I don't like just existing. I'm a passionate person. I love life and I want to love it to the fullest. So in the process of doing that, man, what passions are you pursuing right now that's worth your time and your effort? What do you really want? Like, have you sat down and asked yourself that question? What do you really want to do? What's up, family? Ow! Yeah, y'all know I'm feeling it right now. Welcome to the Bacon Bits Podcast, where we desire for you to take the bits of information and immediately apply them to your life for success. The ground rules for our podcast is that will always be encouraging, uplifting, and informative. The areas of life that we will be talking about on the Bacon Bits Podcast is dealing with having a balanced, juggling act of a life. Please say these words out loud. Say valuable information applied equals success. And you have to ask, why do I say that every podcast? Because family, I want you to not just know the information. It is actually applying it, because I want you to have results in your life. I want you to be able to have a marker in your life where you say, on this day at this time I was able to accomplish. I even want you to have those days and times you say where I tried to accomplish and it didn't work, but you put forth the work to try to accomplish it. And that's what I want to happen, man. Because what I don't want to happen, as we talk about this episode, this topic of lessons typical people learn too late in life. I'm 56 years old, happily proud to say that. A healthy, happy 56-year-old African-American man in the United States of America. I'm stoked of the kind of life that I live, man. And I'm glad that I learned these lessons early, and I want to help you learn these lessons early too, because as I'm getting older, I got a lot of people around me as they're aging. They have a lot of resentments of the stuff that they didn't try when they were younger. And I don't want you to live that kind of life. I mean that. If you're listening to the Bacon Bits Podcast, you know we are constantly wanting you to be better. I'm hoping you want to be better. But I don't want you to look in life over to say, man, I just really resent that I didn't shoot my shot. And we're going to be talking about some of those things today. So in talking about that, the first one, what we want to talk about is prioritizing your health. Me being who I am, the way God designed me, I love talking about the balance of finances, your health, your mind, your spirit. And I just know, family, health is wealth. That's the one thing I've truly bought into. Health is wealth. Family, you do not want to age faster than you're supposed to age. Please don't let that happen. It is so easy to go through life and doing what you do. It is. You got to take care of your family, friends. You got to take care of, work. You got to pay bills. You got to do all those wonderful things that comes with being an adult. And you forget to take care of your health. And what ends up happening is all these people that are hustling, trying to make all this money so they can save it till they 65, the American way. And then once they get 65, the sad part is most of that money that they saved up is to take care of their health. Oh my God, that is so heartbreaking when they could have been enjoying the money and the health at the same time. So when at the end of their life, guess what? They can have what it is they wanted to have and get a chance to enjoy it, because they've been enjoying it the whole time because they prioritized their health. I do not want your health to be consuming more of your mind than it needs to. Do I want you to do the little things in life? Y'all know me. There's only 3 areas I talk about all the time. I feel like I do anyway. Is make sure you're eating right. If it has one ingredient in it, eat that. If it makes a noise or it grows, eat that. So that's the fuel. 30 minutes of body movement every day. I don't care what it is. Just your 30 minutes is. Please keep that body moving. Try to put your 10,000 steps in, if that's it. Exercising, calisthenics, stretching, planting your rose garden, playing with your kids. just try to keep that body moving some kind of way, man, because if you keep it tuned up, man, that thing is ready to go and it's ready to perform. And as I'm aging, I told you I'm over the hill. Let's call it what it is. Tell the truth. His body is aging. Man, for right now, as of right now, I have no aches and no pains, and I love that. Now, every now and then, my body will throw a little ache and pain in there to let me know, you human, you flesh, you gonna die. Just deal with that. But it's also knowing that that happens, sporadically. That doesn't happen all the time. So pursuing health and prioritizing your health is super important, man. The next one would be investing in meaningful relationships. Man, I love being around people that I love. I love being around people that we get a chance to talk about the deeper things in life, not just how was sports and how was, how's the weather and all that. We get a chance to dig deep into talking about some stuff that's really important. So whether it's talking to my boys about, us getting older and being men and some of the things that we have to deal with in life, with us being around my queen and enjoying our wonderful life that we get a chance to live, or to get a chance to see my babies and seeing the life that they're living and having a chance to pray for them in areas that they want prayer in, and wherever ways I can help with some wisdom and some knowledge, maybe a couple of dollars, whatever it may be, but only being around relationships that are meaningful, because other than that, it feels like it's a waste of time, man. I don't just want to go through the motions. I want to be around people that we really enjoy each other's company. We really want to help each other be the best that we can be. And we enjoy the time that's invested. It's not just time spent, it's time invested. So invest in meaningful relationships. Family, pursue your passions. The reason why you are listening to my voice right now is because I love helping people be better. And I love helping myself become better. So part of that is pursuing my passions of always wanting to make a little bit more money without that taking away from my relationships. I always want to make my relationships around with the people I'm with is make them healthier, make me healthier. So that's one of my passions. Y'all know I love balance when it comes to the health thing. We talked about that already. Mentally, I always be wanting to know, how can I word stuff differently? How can I start seeing things differently? In this last year, a little bit over a year now, some of the different things that I really focus in on, which is being in the present moment and being committed to whatever thing I need to accomplish in that moment, for not being so distracted. What are my values, man? They're changing over the years. I'm gonna be honest with you. So that's the cool part about when you pursue your passion. Your passion should be consuming you. Everything should be revolved around your passions. So find out what your passions are and pursue them. If you don't have no values right now in your life, sit down with a piece of paper and a pen. I know we're in this new generation with our phones. Pull that phone out, go to the notebook section, go to the text section where you can text yourself this stuff, and text yourself what it is that I truly want to pursue. I don't want to go through the motions, y'all. I don't like just existing. I'm a passionate person. I love life and I want to live it to the fullest. So in the process of doing that, man, what passions are you pursuing right now that's worth your time and your effort? What do you really want? Like, have you sat down and asked yourself that question? What do you really want to do? And if you don't know what that is, man, take some time out, man. I'm telling you, take 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. I would say take a day if you need to, of what it is that you really want to pursue in life. Like, what is those things you might be doing that's all right now, but you really want to put more effort into becoming and fine-tuning it and making it even better. So pursue your passions, man. Develop your emotional intelligence. That's a big one, because that's something that, me being on the other end and thinking about my elders, they didn't do nothing about that with emotions. I'm gonna be honest with you. They just, keep it moving, keep it pushing. We can cry on the way and keep life going on. They did not want to stop to deal with their issues and their stuff that they needed to deal with in life. And we are in a new generation where, guess what? Let's develop the emotional intelligence. Why do you feel the way you feel? Let's put some thought in that. Why did you do the thing that you did? Let's sit down and analyze that, because we don't want to keep making the same mistakes over and over again. And if we deal with those emotions, why am I feeling sad right now? Is there a reason for me to feel sad? I don't let my emotions run the show, but I do want to understand why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. And, you want to catch that and see what you need to do to deal with those emotions. Am I sad? Am I mad? Am I depressed? Am I angry? What is the purpose behind those emotions that I'm feeling? But most of the time, it's because of the actions that we do, because emotions usually season the actions of what we're doing in life. So you want to develop emotional intelligence to know, like, what I'm thinking. I see myself thinking towards this negative thing, and I notice my whole emotional state is going down because I'm thinking towards that thing. What can I do to change that? So developing your emotional intelligence. Embrace vulnerability. Embracing not where I want to be at financially. Embracing my body's getting older. It's the muscles ain't as hard and firm as they were. To notice that I'm forgetting things a little bit more. So I have to catch myself with that. Noticing sometimes like I don't have the drive. So being vulnerable with yourself and telling yourself the truth of where am I at right now. Yeah, what's going on with me? Having people around you that you can be vulnerable with, and guess what? They'll be understanding, they'll be caring, and they'll sometimes need to give you that little extra boost that you need to get through. But being vulnerable and not being judged by it, being vulnerable, and people love you enough to let you be vulnerable with them, and then just being vulnerable to the things that's going on in your life that really need to be dealt with. Because, like I said, we are not sweet at everything. And since you ain't sweet and good at everything, let me become vulnerable and ask people around me, how can I be better at doing this? How can I be better at doing that? And so understanding that I need to be a little bit more vulnerable in my life. The next one should be seeking personal growth. I don't want to become complacent. And it's so easy to do that. It's so easy to do that because when you become complacent, just what? You just ain't doing nothing. And I always want to become a little bit better. Like I said, that's why I call it baking bits. I ain't trying to do it in chunk size. I just want to do it in little bits of improvement to be better and better and better. And the cool part is the information is out there. We just got to go out there and get it. So what is it can I do to make a little side change? What can I do to improve my diet? What can I do to mentally say, I want to learn about aging well. I don't want to just be happening, Alzheimer's or dementia kicking in and stuff. Guess what? I want to learn how can I prevent that or slow it down or whatever it may be. But don't become complacent. I don't want to become complacent with my relationship with God. I don't want to keep on going through the motions and doing the same thing over and over again. Is there new ways to do things I could praise him for? Is there new ways I could study? Is there new ways I can pray? Is there new ways I can making sure I'm helping people out, going volunteering, serving people? There's always things that you can do to become better and better and better and better. But don't become, I always say a personal growth junkie, where you got to constantly be working on you. Some stuff is, okay, I'm cool with where I'm at right now in that area. I'm cool. And I'm going to be comfortable with that and not feel bad about myself. To communicate more effectively. This is more in my thought of the parents and the kids. How can we communicate even more effectively in our relationships? How can we communicate even more effectively? Because I do not want nobody to assume nothing in the relationships. Don't assume, daddy gonna respond like this and mama gonna respond like that. The kids are gonna do this. No, let's not assume. Let's talk this thing out and let's figure this out of what do we do to make our communication more openly. Can I become more vulnerable to you? Can I trust you more with my feelings and emotions? So how do I communicate even more effectively with that stuff? Because that's super important. Practice financial responsibility, man. Paying them bills, keeping that credit card debt down. Don't wait till you get older and you in, grands and grands of debt. Focus on, yes, I did want to get that dream house. I did want to get that car. But also at the same time, I don't want those things to have me. That's so important. I want to be able to go out and enjoy my life and be like, I have to go to work. No, I want to be able to go to work. I get the privilege and the honor to go to work and to serve the community that I serve. And because I'm in a financial position, we ain't got to stress all the time about our finances. And that's important, man, because if not, you will be in major crazy debt, and you will be to the point where you just want to give up because the debt that you have is so overwhelming. So practice financial responsibility. I'm big on this one more than the material stuff, is to value experiences over possessions. Man, value experiences over possessions. Possessions can come and go. They really can. But man, experiences, you can never take those back, man. We got a chance last year to go over to overseas twice, and that was not our goal at the beginning in January of 2023. That was nowhere on the radar for us to go overseas, and we got a chance to go overseas twice last year, and I treasure those experiences. They're in the top 5 easily of my whole life, of being able to go out of the country and experience life in different countries, to see how they do things, and to taste Greek food in Greece, and to taste, Latin food in a Latin country. And it was just phenomenal. And it's just all because we valued our experiences over possessions. I'm so happy that we don't have a lot of possessions, because there's a lot of maintenance to having a lot of possessions. Okay, you got to take care of that stuff. You got cars. You got to make sure you keep them mugs, maintenance and all that. Keep them running good. You have house. You got to make sure that grass is cut, the house is painted, the pipes is running good. When you have a lot of possessions, man, guess what? If that's what you would like, God bless you. But man, experiences, it's cool to be able to talk to your kids and ask them sometime, what was your best moments that you had with us as your parents? And none of them mentioned material stuff. It was a wonderful experiences of what we had as family, and the times that we spent together. It's never been about the possessions. So always remember that, y'all. It's cool to have the possessions, but don't let them have you. Value experiences over possessions. And last but not least, I want to give you 2 more. Develop a strong sense of whose you are. As a child of God, I really love that. I really love that. As being his child, I really am super grateful of whose I am. I am so thankful that as a child of God, God keeps his hedge of protection around me. I am super grateful of whose I am because of how much he loves me. And Jesus was willing to die on the cross for me, all my sins, and to forgive me and wipe that stuff out. He died so I could still be asking for forgiveness, wipes the slate clean, and he just loves me and adores me. And, every now and then when I get out of line and I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing, he will spank that little butt, and I'm super grateful for that. But, man, I'm super grateful for being a child of God. I'm super grateful for the grace and the mercy that he gives us all the time. If we just choose to, he already gave it to us. We just got to receive it and accept it. But whose I am as a child of God, man, I don't want you to wait till you get older and really appreciate who he is and what he has done for you. I really wish you would accept him as your personal Lord and Savior, because Jesus is so good, so good. And then the last one I want to say to you is embrace change. Change is going to happen regardless. We've done a podcast episode on that. Go back and check that out. But embrace change. That's one of the things that people, as they get older, they don't want to embrace it. And I am big on, how about we just a change along the way? That's the cool part. I know I always use it in one area specifically, and that's with my health. I do not want the doctor to tell me at one of my appointments, you can't have sugar. You can't have all this salt. You can't have. If I make small adjustments and adaptations to my health, I won't have to hear that. So that's the cool part about if you embrace change. I don't want me and my wife relationship to get so bad that if we needed help, marriage counseling, that would be beautiful. But guess what? If we embrace the small changes with each other now, that shouldn't even never have to even happen. because we slowed down and seen what each other needed. We seen how each other was changing, and we adapted to the change. I got to adapt to the change of me being older. I got to adapt to the change of how things are done in life. You know, I might still be talking about checkbooks, and don't nobody even use checkbooks no more. You know, I'm talking about, you know, and this is a struggle I have with, you know, my producer and my wife. With this whole iPhone, you know, I'm still an Android man myself. You know, I'm fighting it tooth and nail, but eventually I'm gonna have to go over to Apple. I know it, but it's been a tough road. It's been a long road, but I think it's gonna happen. As they sitting there laughing at me, but it's just knowing that, guess what? Change is inevitable, man. It's gonna happen. So embrace it sooner, earlier in life, and then it won't have to be as drastic as it has to be. So family, do me a favor. Don't wait till you get in your 50s, 60s, and 70s to learn this stuff. So all my younger listeners out there, please, as a man who wants you to be well, more, better, that don't even sound right, but I still said it, well, more, better than me. Apply these changes and things to your life right now, so you don't have to wait till you get older and be super resentful because you didn't apply these new changes in your life. Family, it's never too late to change, but the time to change is now. Love you guys. Only want the best for you. God bless. All right. What's up, family? It's your boy, John Bacon from the Bacon Bits Podcast. Thank you so much for your support, likes, and ratings. Please don't just listen, but rate me, follow me, and subscribe. This is an amazing way to offer free support. My beautiful queen and I have some books that we have written for your growth.
So the first book we have is a workbook, actually. It's called Healthy Relationships, and this is a workbook through the lens of faith, because what makes a relationship healthy or unhealthy? So this workbook is designed, it's a 12-week, it's a biblically grounded course, and every week has a few different principles. So if some of our principles, some of our topics that we're covering are respect, cultivating security, and this is not just between a husband and wife, this is between parents, between siblings, between friends, between your bosses, employers. So it's really important, and everyone deserves a healthy relationship.
And also we have The Balanced Life by John Bacon. It covers how to be prosperous in your finances, relationships, your health, your mind, and your spirit. So you can pick that up on Amazon, also on audiobook. And we also have
The Unraveling, a creative healing journal, pinings, poems, prayers, and ponderings of my precarious life. I've had a testimony of I've had 2 brain tumors and 2 brain surgeries, and I'm super grateful, but I'm still grieving the process of healing. And this is part of the process. In this book, you have devotionals, you have prayers, and you have some ponderings. And in between these pages, there's a space for you to also be prompted to paint and to create your own, or maybe you want to write something in these books. This is part of your creative healing journal that we get to walk through together.
And you guys can just head over to Kingdom Servants First. Kingdom Servants, the number 1, st.com. And you can purchase all 3 of these books. Thank you for your support, your love, and your contributions. God bless.